Mika?
Well, me and you, we had this conversation last time.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, I might be jumping off soon because my friend is almost here.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's a fact. First of all, I think I would say the same thing that I said last time, my brother. That it's a fact. It's true that there are people who done very wrong to Africa.
Yes.
Even at this very moment, it's still happening. But of course, we both agreed last time that we cannot dwell on that and victimizing ourselves. That mindset is not helping us to move forward. It's not helping us to change and transform. So we should take that. That should be like a triggering point for us to work hard, to invest more, and even to learn from Indians. The reason why right now Indians, they're leading all over the world. They are top CEOs in most of the companies in the US, right? He's running UK right now, and another one is about to run US. The reason why it's because they invested in technology. Technology is what can transform Africa 100%. Technology. If we focus on the STEM and we try to impose and teach our kids from the very early stage technology, I think that's what it's going to help Africa to be a superpower nation as soon as possible, because that's where the world is right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I always believe that. And I think there's a need for us for our governments and even individual private sectors to really invest in that side of in our continent to prepare ourselves for the future.
Okay. David.
Yeah. So I think to add to what my brother has said, Mika, we need to move forward. We need to let go of the grudges of our colonial past. Yeah, we need to move forward. And I think I would also need to mention that there are amazing Africans who are doing great things as well around the world, as you would agree with me. And I want to believe that the reason why some of these Africans are doing great is simply because we've been able to let go of our past. So for someone like me, I actually live in the UK, I work in the UK. I do quite a lot in the UK. Well, they do actually are colonial masters. So if I actually hold on the grudge of racism and always expecting that every slight response, or every response, unwanted response, is an act of microaggression, then probably I will not advance in my career. I would not advance in what my offering to the world. So like I think Mika has said it all. Mika said it all. We need, like you said, we need to prioritize technology.
Yeah.
And India has played and they've actually created a very good roadmap. Because if you're talking about the US, we're talking about China, maybe that's a bit far-fetched. But India, we know India just about two decades ago, India, the GDP capital was way less than what it is in Africa today. But they've been able to invest a lot in making that shift from an agrarian society, focusing on science and technology, investing a lot in the education now system, building more engineering schools, investing a lot in engineering projects and all of that. And their people have gone out of the country. And you'll find out that these top CEOs that we're talking about, their foundational education was not
in Ghana, in India.
In India.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's the most remarkable thing about it. It's different from people who travel to the US and they add education. And you say, yes, they actually educated. But these people learn the morals, the basic, the STEM from India, and not until probably their master's program they left the country. And that's it. Rishi Sunak was not born in the UK.
Well, one more interesting thing is that even most of the engineers that are working for Twitter, they are actually Indians.
Yeah.
Like they're working from India, but they're working for Twitter. So how does that do to the country and economy of
India? Yeah. So I think that's what we have organizations such as Andela that tries to promote, exports our tech talent. And I think the best way for us to do it is if we're able to create like an habitable environment for our young people, they would stay back. They will choose to work from Africa.
Yeah.
So what you find out currently is most talented persons in Africa want to leave the continent. they're not willing to work in the continent. So if I'm a web developer or web engineer, or whatever that may be, I would prefer to be in the UK and work for a British company or work for a company and anywhere rather than working from Africa. And that's when you look at other issues around insecurity, police, abuse by the police force and all of those things. So